What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Supertramp as we continue through the 1979 album Breakfast in America. Thank you again to Yvonne. And the next tune is the title track. So I've been thinking about this phrase since we began going through the album, and it feels inherently like there is some cultural and or social comment being made, and maybe beyond that, even to politics or art. Nevertheless, the idea of Breakfast in America being some communal or homogeneous dynamic or characterization, I do wonder what will be at play. And of course, thinking of this in the time frame of 1979, which admittedly is just before I came into existence, I nevertheless wouldn't be surprised if there is some temporally specific meaning, like American society, culture, what have you, as it relates to the late 70s. So yes, I will try to follow as I can. Let's give it a listen. This is Breakfast in America by Supertramp from the album of the same name, 1979. I was prepared for a longer tune, but a lot going on there in the like 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes? Yeah, under 3. So a short title track, which I don't know if that's uncommon, but certainly I'm familiar with album title tunes that are longer than other tracks on the same album, so this seems maybe a bit of an anomaly in that regard. But yeah, just in terms of the instrumentation, there's a lot happening here. And, first of all, there's this keyboard layer, like electric keyboard layer, where it's just these chords coming back again and again. Eventually, it sounds like there's a harpsichord, maybe a dulcimer in there. Definitely there's some, like, New Orleans brass. I don't know if it was like a trombone, like something of that nature. And then I think maybe like a clarinet. There was that higher woodwind sounding layer, and the whole time the track kind of has this plodding along type of rhythm to it and a quirkiness. And there was a moment where I was thinking, like, Not in the atmosphere, because the song I'm about to mention, the atmosphere feels a bit more, I don't know, dangerous or dark, but it was reminding me just a tiny bit of the Doors' Alabama song, because that has a bit of this crazy rhythm and it feels very quirky. And this one felt maybe a bit brighter in that regard, but it had the same eccentricity to it. So, yeah, a really interesting one. And okay, so he's talking about a girlfriend who doesn't give him much, and it sounds like there's some dissatisfaction there, but then also something about like the girls out in California. So maybe he's thinking, if he goes out this way, out California way, maybe he'll find someone better, or maybe that was about her, I'm not sure. But yeah, so it seems like there's a dissatisfaction and a broad like character portrait being drawn of this person. And again, I don't know if that's just her specifically, or if he's actually, you know in turn essentially offering a commentary on himself, or his own fortune for that matter. So yeah, there were some moments in there where I was intrigued by the lyrics, but I don't quite know how they all piece together on a first listen. It feels less, though, like what I was thinking in advance, that this could be some commentary on society and culture, maybe even politics of America in the late 70s. At most, maybe about society and like from one particular angle, maybe the idea of romance and what people are looking for in a significant other and so on. But even that feels like maybe it's a bit overbroad, and this is a more narrow tale being told. Nevertheless, I really do enjoy the instrumentation and composition of this one, and the vocals, again, sort of in the higher range, but yeah, definitely I was focused on the atmosphere and the rhythm of this one, which, as I said, had this plodding along type of feel to it rhythmically in terms of the percussion, but just with all these different melodic and instrumental touches along the way. So really, really interesting tune. Let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you next time. Peace.